What is going on, guys? Today we are going to be ranking every single road to the knockouts, and it's just something I wanted to try. Obviously, we've had, I believe, every single road to the knockouts we possibly can get. I believe there is 36 of them spread over the 2 weeks, plus obviously the 4 on the last Sunday, and then the 4 this Sunday with a mobile. I can't even remember who else is in it. I'm just looking at the sheets. Who is there? A mobile, Lodi, Arnold, and there is somebody else in here who I cannot remember. I think it's Mailer. I don't know how you pronounce his name. The right wing back for, again, I don't know. I think it's Atalanta, the Denmark right wing back. So we've got a few decent ones in here. Obviously, there is always going to be some questionable choices. But to start things off, obviously, we're going top, good, average, bad, and pointless. And what I want you to do is to let me know if I've made any decisions that you'd like to change. Any ones that you think are top tier and maybe are not. And also, who's your best pack pool? Mine personally is Robertson, so very, very happy with that. We've only had actually a few. We've had, obviously, El Shawari, we've had Robertson, Tex, and I think that is it. In terms of pack pooled ones, I don't think we've had any more. Obviously, we do have the SBCs and objectives in here, and we're going to kick things off with our Marvi. So, in terms of Marvi, he's the best left back in Liga now. So I think that in its own right is deserving of a good tier, I would say, in my opinion. We will kind of like keep looking over and just kind of check each card, make sure I'm making the right opinion of them. Obviously a 3-star, 5-star, so that is pretty good in himself. Good pace, defending. So I think good tier is something very, very nice there. Even if he gets a double upgrade to an 85, I still think he's probably good tier. Next up is Andre. So already we know that he is not going to get an upgrade, or pretty much is very unlikely. And I think the problem we've got with this card is he's just really not usable in the slightest. And I was thinking bad for him, but I think he is one of the ones that I'm going to have to put in pointless. I really think for me that it was not the greatest card in the world, and I'm gonna go and jump the gun. I'm gonna have to put Cruz in there as well. I think the objectives these past 2 weeks have been awful. I could kind of understand if we had maybe one really, really good objective and then 2 a little bit more pointless ones. But Andre's already gone into an SBC for Politano for me, and I think Cruz is still in because we haven't had an SBC that required one. I think Tex went into the one for I don't know who the other Bernardo Silva. So for me, I think it is what it is with them, but I do expect them to be that little bit better. Arnold then, so a brand new card on the market. We are looking at him. What rating is he? 84. Arnold is coming in with 27,000 coins, 3-star, 2-star, left-footed, high medium. Pace is a little bit shocking. Composure is okay. He looks average at best, but I'd probably, if I'm gonna have to be brutal with these, because obviously there is 36. I'm gonna have to put him in bad. Obviously if he gets an 86, I think he could probably moved up to average then. But we're going off what cards are right now. If they're upgraded class. But we don't know if they're going to be, and it's going to be a long time to wait till December to do this video. Dan Duma is next, so he actually is a really nice card on the game. And again, he's probably not quite top tier for me. I think he's a little bit more than average, I'd say. I'd say he's got to be in the good category. And when I say good, I mean he's not necessarily meta, but he's still fun and you can use him on the game. Average is like your bug standard, and in fact, we're going to change it. Arnold, actually, yeah. I agree. Average is average. Bad, I would probably go with somebody like... Can we find someone? I'd probably go... Is he bad? Is it? It's really hard to kind of... To really put a player down when you can use... I know who we're going with. Let's put him back out and we'll have a think. No, it's not. I'd probably go with someone like... Probably... Where's Mailer gone? I don't even know where Mailer is. So he is... I've just lost him. There he is. We'll go with bad. Because I think realistically, he's just got pace. And that is it. He's 82 rated. 74 defending. Even if you do whack something like a Sentinel on him, you are only getting an 84 right back. I think literally you can get 10 times better out there. 78 composure. It's bad. We're going to have to be brutal with that one. He is bad. Delit... I'm putting at top. I think a lot of people will put him at good, but I really, really enjoy this card. I think one of the first, either the first or one of the first SBCs, he is absolutely cracked for me. We've got him linked to Koulibaly and Theo, and I think Dumfries is my right back for the strong link. You don't need it because it's a Serie A team, but he has been absolutely wonderful. Not necessarily the most paciest centre back in the world, but defending was absolutely cracked. And then we move on to Diatta. So he, again, is a lot of hype from last year. We got his, I think, Footies card, I want to say. Yeah, Footies 96 as well. The hype started during the What If version. But I think, in general, there's nothing really special about the card. He's got loads of pace, no traits, 76 composure. He has got great stamina, which is always nice, and his agility is pretty good. I'd have to say he is slap bang average. If it wasn't for maybe more of his pace, agility, and stamina, I'd probably have to put him in bad. But I think with the pace mixed with maybe a finisher chem style, you're looking at an 85 right wing, 4-star, 4-star, has time to grow. I think most definitely he is average at best at the moment. Then we have Diop, who, to be honest, wasn't awful. He was actually semi-decent when I played with him, and obviously this is a couple of weeks back now, so the kind of teams that we are coming up against are a little bit more sweaty, so I'd probably say he's probably really in that average now. Probably 2 weeks, a week and a half ago, I'd probably actually put him in good. I think he would have actually sat there, but I think for me, average is probably your best bet for this one. Next up, Shawari. We've only used him slightly, so well, let me just make sure I've got his stats up. He is a 4-star, 3-star. So again, unfortunately, there's no 4-star on that weak foot. He's got great pace, agility, balance is really nice. Composure's lacking. Stamina for a winger's not the greatest. Okay passing, again, pretty average. Decent shooting for a left wing. I think the one thing that he has got is a lot of average stats throughout, and I think that is where we're going to have to put him. Next up for Kier, and if you've done his SBC, you know. Like, there's no hiding this. This guy is top of the top. I'd probably say he's one of the best road to the knockouts, and especially for an SBC, he is phenomenal. If they do manage to go through and get the free wins, I am going to be happy as Larry. It's absolutely cracked SBC. I think the SBC has disappeared by now, but most definitely is a very, very good card. So nothing but high praises for Kier. He still is a super sub, and we will still look for him to get into the team at some point. Next up is Fred. So 270 sitting at the moment on Xbox, and what do I say about him? Because we're still a little bit sore. It's not been a few hours, so it's still not the greatest feeling at the moment. But we've got to power through it. Unfortunately, we have got acceleration. We've got agility, balance. He actually looks quite a nice card this year, to be honest. Bar from real life, he actually looks decent, and I think he's held his price quite nice. I'm thinking we have got the first win in the UCL, obviously at Atlanta. We beat them 3-2 in the end, so we've only got to win 2 out of our next 3. One of them is at Atlanta, and then we have got Young Boys, and I can't even remember who the last one was. We drew to them. Young Boys, at Atlanta, and I don't think it's a massive team, but I want to say there's a good chance. So there is a good chance in it. Fred's going in top for me. I think he is a wonderful player this year. Obviously, he's got the agility and balance, which is phenomenal. He's got the 4-star, 4-star, 5-7. He is going to be a little nippy player. I think he really can do something. Then we have Gravenbach. Gravenbach is, again, a player that you wouldn't necessarily need in your starting lineup, but I do think in terms of kind of like not SBCs, objectives, I think he's going to be wonderful. A great Ajax card. It's coming in at 29k, so for an 82, he's up in price a little bit. Obviously, we did need a road to the knockout stage for Bernardo Silva and Politano, so he is probably up because of that as well, because one of the lowest, so I guarantee most of them are up at least over 20k. And stats throughout, looking not terrible. Obviously, we've got some good dribbling, to be fair. Balance and reactions are a little bit low on the hand. We've got very little strength. Passing-wise, looks solid. Defending could do with some work, and I think that's where an anchor or a shadow would definitely come in. Turn him into an 84 centre mid. I think we've... Do we go with... No, because he's a 4-star, 4-star. We go average. We go average with him. We'll whack him on the end there. I think for me, he's definitely average at best. I don't think he's good. I think he's more towards average bad rather than securely an average at the moment. Then we have Immobile. Immobile actually not a bad striker at all. I can already tell you that he's not top. He is a decent player, but he's most definitely not in that top tier. Just because of the level of caliber we've got to have in these whole 36s, he's got to go in good tier. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna just stick through a few of the lower ones and just whack them where they should be. Tex for me has got to probably be in bad this year. In terms of kind of league, where he is 82 rated, he's not quite there yet. I think if he managed to get a good +5, that's when I'd like him in maybe average, and maybe even securing good if he managed to get a kind of an upgrade, a really big upgrade. Then we go with Mukiel, again a very average player at best. He is escaping bad in terms of the comparison between other right backs he's got, but I think this year just not quite it for me. Robertson definitely got to be top. Really enjoying, probably the best left back in the Prem for quite some time now. Obviously just a +1 on his upgrade, but Liverpool are on fire right now, and UCL for me is just, it's going to be a breeze for them. I can already see it. He's going to get the upgrade to 90 and take my Robertson up to a 90 quite easily. Then we have Werner. Again, really enjoyed this card. A phenomenal striker. At the minute, we're using Alba as my striker in Foot Champs. We have got Werner on the bench for an 84, but his 88 was absolute class. Unfortunately, just a little bit out of my budget in terms of expense. Bernardo Silva, definitely got to be in good. I think he's a quality player, especially if you are playing that cam role. But I think in terms of how I personally play as well, I play with 3 centre mids. He does lack that defensive side. And obviously, he is a cam, not a box-to-box. So unfortunately for me, he is a good player, but I just don't think he's got enough for that top spot. Then we have Son, who's going straight to the top. He is phenomenal. Left mid, right mid, striker, cam, centre forward. You play him across the top, and he is an absolute beast anywhere. His dribbling, his shooting, his pace are absolutely phenomenal, and that is why he has got a huge price tag on him. And more than likely, if they do keep looting, because I think they lost their last match, which is just not a good sign. So they need to win 3 out of 3 now, and hopefully they can do that. De Jong is coming in at another top spot. Obviously, we've used his gold a few times, and then this card being only what I think it was two ratings higher. I want to say, yeah, 2 ratings higher, 700k or 660 on the Xbox. He is a solid card, very well rounded, great for that box to box mentality, defending with his height, attacking with just everything with him really, and he is a very good player. Then we move on to Navas. This is a funny one this year because I actually really enjoy Navas. I'm just kind of going to refresh myself on him. 90 pace, 84 defending. The physicality of him, not the greatest. Obviously, strength's coming in at 44, which really isn't that good. But I think everything else, the right wing back in him is absolutely brilliant. I really think he's got a place to be in this sort of tier list. And I think I want to put him top, but I don't feel like he's quite in this caliber. I think he is more good, if anything. But again, like we said with Gravenbach, he's kind of like resting in between. This guy's resting in between good and top. I think an 89 version, and you're putting him top 100%. Then we have, let's pick the next one. Lodi is going straight to the top. Fantastic card. Really good left back. Is definitely going to be attacking Ferland Mendy and Theo as kind of like the best left back at the moment. Obviously discounting icons from that. But he is a beautiful card. Coming in, I think, still extinct at 100k actually, which is just mad to think. Where is he? What rating is he? 84. I wonder if he's actually dropped yet. Lodi. What is he? He's an 85, right? 85. So 85, Lodi. I cannot seem to find him. No, he's not on this list anymore. Oh, yeah, he is. Oh, no, he's still extinct. Then, Politano. I think for me, again, it's a hard one with him because I think he is decent, but I think he's only decent because there's not many people in that position. If we just try and find him out, I just want to quickly check his skill moves. There he is. So he is a 4-star, it's a 4-star, 4-star. Left-footed on the right mid. So a solid cut in there. Good agility, balance, composure's looking okay. Passing's decent. Shooting's alright, and pace is brilliant. I think he's got to be in good tier really. The SBC's coming in at 53k. Actually, that does swing it. Can go up to an 86 if they do continue. They're top of the league. they're probably going to do it. I really can't see them not, so hopefully we can see him go forward. Then we have Marquinhos, again, going straight to the top. Fantastic card. Really, really good defender. We're using a mixture of Donnarumma, Marquinhos, and Kimpembe, all as the little trio there, and they are absolutely wonderful together. Then we have Isaac, and Isaac, again, is one that on his day is just stupidly good. Absolutely stupid good. He's 6'4" with a 4-star skills, 5-star weak foot. Couldn't get my skill moves out. Obviously the balance on him is a little bit clunky, but his shooting is impeccable. For an 86 who's coming in at 88k, I really think he's on his way to that top spot. The only thing for me is that he is 6'4" naturally in FIFA. If you don't have the correct animations, you're going to feel clunkier than your Ronaldo's, who's, what, 6'1", 6'2", I want to say. I know he's over 6 foot. So he is almost the most agile player you can get for that height. With Isaac being 6'4", it's a little tall. And I think FIFA will not play wisely to that, kindly to that one. Rodrigo, I think, again, is going to have to be good. Has got the ability to go better. But I think at this moment in time, at an 84, he has definitely got to be sat in that good spot. Then we have Royce. And Royce is it's a sad one, because normally Royce would just instantly go to the top. And I think this year he's struggling. I really think he is struggling. He is still a 4-star, which is always nice. Obviously, some cracking links with him. 89 rated, so a nice little high rating there. But I think from what we've seen from Royce properly, I don't think he quite makes it into that top spot for me. I think he's still on the edge. Maybe we get a 90-91. He might tip it. But at this moment in time, I think he is just in good at the moment, which is painful to say. Sane, again, well, he's not average, definitely. He's going in good for me. The 2-star weak foot is just not quite up there. You can still play. Obviously, he's still going to be able to do it, cutting on his left. You can maybe play a little bit to his right and go down the byline. But I mean, for me, for an overall player, he's going to have to be good, with the chance to go to top, obviously, if he does get upgrades. But for right now, it's going to have to be in that middle section. Tillemans, again, is another one that I think I'm actually going to be a little bit harsher. He's going to be average for me. And I think most definitely he can go up. And I think an 88, if they did manage to do that, would be unreal for him. But I think at the moment, everything is a little bit average. I don't think there's anything that is massively exceptional with him. He is just a standard card, a centre mid you can find in a lot of players, and nothing to stand out as such. Then we have Tonali. I think he's, again, on his way to good. For me, he's going to have to be average. He's got the ability, but I do think he's just a couple of ratings lower than what we would need in good, in my opinion. Then Sober being next. Obviously, he was one that was in... trying to think, was it Team of the Season, I want to say, was his card? Yeah, Team of the Season and Future Star was the two big ones for him. He is obviously a centre-back with 82 pace, 85 defending, 82 physical, so it's very nice there. The agility balance is okay for a centre-back. Good composure, reactions is average. Passing actually is quite nice out, to be honest. And then good physicality. I think in terms of centre-back standard, that's going to have to be average. But again, another one that is looking close to that good side. Then we have, let's go for the, we got the last two 82s, and then we'll finish off with 84 and 85. So we've got Lucas from Benfica, 27k, a 2-star, that is mad. Oh, I suppose he's a centre-back, actually. I'll let him off. Bad agility at 53, balance at 60, composure at 76. I think he's going to have to be in bad, to be honest. You can put pace on anything, and unfortunately it doesn't make it incredible. So I think for me that is just going to be a bad one out of the box. Then we have the Porto right mid, or right back, in Manafa? I think that's how you pronounce his name. 90 pace, 75 defending, and 75 physical, with a sentinel, which is what nobody wants to go with. They're going with the anchor instead. Does give you 95 pace, 82 defending, and 81 physical. Or you go with a sentinel and get 83 and 80. I think anchor's definitely going to be the way there. Obviously, you get that bit of a pace increase, and it turns him into an 85. I think you're looking at more think more average, to be honest. Good agility balance. Composure's okay for an 82. Obviously, the chance to go to an 84 at the minimum. Good stamina. Obviously, the defending isn't the greatest, but I mean, I think average at best. He's going to be one that is going to be really good at objectives for obviously a Portuguese or a Liga NOS team. So definitely someone you want to be checking your eyes on. And then we have Traore, the right back from, I think is that Stade Rennes, I want to say. 31k, 84 rated. We packed him twice, actually. He's another one that we packed twice last week. 90 pace, 82 physicality, 78 dribbling, 82 dribbling. No, 78 defending, 82 dribbling. Just figuring where I went wrong there. 78 passing, comes at an 82 rated. You whack an anchor on him, and he goes up to an 87 with 95 pace, 85 defending, and 88 physical. I think that for me has got to go straight into average, 100%. I think, right, in fact, actually, right backs for oh, you've got Hakimi, of course you do. You've got Hakimi, and then it's him. So Hakimi is light years. He's top. Whereas I think actually Traore, could he be? He's got relatively okay agility balance. The composure's letting him, and we'll keep him at average. I think the composure lets him down. He's got too many little stats that are making the big stats look just a little bit worse. And finally, we have got big boy Vidal at 63k, 85, well-rounded centre mid, and he's going to come in at a bang good player. 3-star, 4-star. Obviously the weak foot is majorly important this year. Obviously if you went for something like a Shadow, you're looking at what, an 89 CDM, 85 pace, 93 defending with the 86 physical already and the 83 passing. I think most definitely he's got to come in under the good category. And there we have it. All of the road to the knockouts completed. That is my table. Let me know down below if you'd change anybody. I am a little bit lenient at times, and we will try and go a little bit more harsher on players. But let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you all for the next one. Peace.